What is up, guys? I'm just gonna talk loud because I just don't feel like putting my mic on. I have a lot to update you on. I had made a couple of videos and then I got behind on making videos and they just kind of sat there, and I just said screw it, there's no sense in posting like all these old videos of me updating you, and I can just make one video updating you. So let's kind of rewind back a couple of weeks. I have had a lot going on. I was in Emily's wedding. It was beautiful. It was very small. I mean, in my opinion, chef's kiss, perfect. She looked fantastic. Like, it was a really great time. Emily is one of my best friends, and I was her maid of honor, and she had two other close friends there. We all wore like a green colored dress, but I got to stand on stage with her, and but I got to stand up there with her and help her with stuff, blah blah blah, all that stuff, right? Anyway, that's why I have the nails done. They will likely come off, but I'm pretty proud of these nails. I did them myself. They are gel glue nails, and dude, they have lasted. And I've knocked these babies on some things. So there's that. I've had a couple of people reach out about collaborations with me, which is really awesome. I've gotten some free product and some free clothing, and that's been pretty cool to experience. Not that I haven't been sponsored before, but it's nice to like just have different brands that offer different things reaching out. It's just a cool experience. So there's that. Let's see. Next up, went to the NPC posing workshop in Murfreesboro last weekend, and it was really great. It was a really good posing shop. I was exhausted by the time I got back. I helped with bikini posing, and I had about 5 people that I was working with, and it was so hot in there. I was sweating balls. Anyway, it was great. Also, after everything was over with, I stayed, and Becca looked at me. She looked at my posing and stuff, and she was like, you know, you look really great for Fit Model. I think the only thing is going to be softening you up just a little bit. And I said, you know, my number one concern is that I get very veiny. And she was like, well, when do you not get veins? And I'm like, well, when I'm cold. And she was like, well, then take a big ass fan backstage. And I'm like, if only it were that easy. She said she would like to see me in a show where there were other pro fit models, so I could kind of like be backstage and kind of look and see what that looks like. But Alan, her husband, is the NPC chairman for Tennessee, Mississippi, and Alabama, and they're both IFBB pro judges. So he's judging the Wasatch, and she's judging Girl Power. So they will get to see what pros look like then, like in person, up close, and kind of see how it goes. You know, I think Becca would kind of like to see me do Girl Power, but I don't really know. Ryan may be competing in the Chiseled show in June, because they have 212 Masters and Open. And if he does that, they also have an amateur. I'm just going to jump into the amateur portion. And then if I end up qualifying, I'll roll on to Master Nationals, because he's thinking about doing Masters World. And we'll just see. Like, again, at this point, I have 0 plans. Like, I haven't even purchased my NPC card. Like, I'm just kind of rolling with things. And Becca was like, you know, it's really great because, you know, you're okay with like living right here and it's not like a detriment to your life. And I'm like, no, like I feel fine here. You know, I'm doing 20 minutes of cardio post-workout. I'm still pretty much eating the foods I want to eat. Like let's see, it was Ryan's birthday on Tuesday. We had a charcuterie board and cake. I ate 2 slices of cake. I had cake last night, like, and I'm still where I'm supposed to be. Like, it's not like I'm dieting. Now, don't get me wrong, I still eat on plan and I still eat healthy, but it's not like I'm suffering, whereas most people might be suffering right here, but or might not be able to maintain this and feel good. I can maintain this and feel good with it. Like, I feel like this is something I could maintain for the rest of my life and be okay right where I'm at. So, you know, there's that aspect. Along with that, I had a friend move in with us. That's just kind of needing some help at the moment. So I'm not going to go into too much detail because that's personal stuff. That's not for me to share. But I have spent a lot of time like reorganizing clearing out the spare bedroom, reorganizing, getting things kind of pulled together. And I told Ryan, if anything, this shows us we could live in a 1-bedroom. But we do want an office. So I was like, okay, well, if they move out, then, you know, before too long, or whatever that looks like, there's no time limit on how long they can stay. But I'm like, okay, well, that just tells me when they move out, we're going to move back. We're going to move into the big bedroom. So the only reason we're in the smaller room is because it has the bigger closet. And, but the other bedroom it's the bigger room with the bigger bathroom, but it has the smaller closet. So it's just like, look, sorry. I said, if anything, like, whenever they move out, like, I'll start buying the bedroom suit that I want, and we'll kind of we'll slowly work on it and get that room put together, how we want it put together, and move whatever we want to move into it. And we'll just, like, fully move into that room. That way, we're not trying to move, like, bedroom furniture out while we're trying to put bedroom furniture together and in. Like, that's just going to be a hassle. So we'll just do that, and then once we get that done, we'll try to get rid of this bedroom suit. And you call it suit or suite? I don't know. I feel like suit, right? This bedroom suit, and once it's gone, then we'll move our stair mill and treadmill back in. Our desk broke when we were moving it, so I'm likely just going to say trash the desk and bring the chair back and get a new desk. So, yeah. That's kind of where we're at on that. I suspect that the majority of the stuff in the closet will likely just stay in the closet. Like, Ryan will likely move his stuff out and just take over that closet, the small closet in the big bedroom, and I'll just keep my stuff in the office closet. And the bed that I want to buy, like, has drawers and stuff underneath, and we had never, like, really fully utilized, like, the underneath of our bed. So I bought, like, real thin storage boxes to put in there. So anyway, that's that. But yeah, we're just kind of looking at it like that. So that happened. I am very tired. We did our Arizona trip. We came back. As soon as we came back, we had the posting workshop. just going to quickly do whatever they tell me to do, and I'm going to be like, all right, let's roll on to the next. But I am going to plan on all day. I'm going to bring all my food, all the stuff. Sorry, man. Pollen is everywhere here. My throat is so itchy. I've been like all day. So yeah, there's a big update. As far as the competing aspect goes, like, again, don't know when I'm stepping on stage. I feel like I could put on a fit model suit and step on stage tomorrow. I do have a concern with like fit model pose and stuff. Oh, sorry. Wow. Like, still have like some back fat or like skin. I'd have to show you guys like in the pose, and I'm like, I don't know what to do about that. I don't know if I can cover it, like pull my suit up high enough that it kind of like sits where it's supposed to. Like, I don't know. I'd have to show you guys, like, when we get here, I'll try to show you. But anyway, your girl's very tired. I'm hoping Saturday after I get in, whatever time that is, I'm going to try to my best to get all my clothes done and folded, to get all my supplements for the month sorted out, because this is my last week in my, like, you know, monthly pack. So I have each pill holder for a week, so for 4 weeks. So I'm on like my last week, so I have to do all my supplements and stuff. So I'm hoping I can get all my supplements done, all of that done. The only thing I may have to do on Sunday is my meal prep stuff, but in all honesty, I may just end up doing it Monday. And that way I can just not do anything on Sunday, because I am very tired. I want to be able to take some ZQL, go to sleep, wake up, and just not do shit on Sunday. And it feels like every weekend since last April, like this, around about this time last April, I have just had all kinds of shit going on, and I am fucking over it. I've mentioned this before, but like, I'm the type of person, like, I need a day. Just one day. Just give me one day where I don't have to worry about doing 45 things, so I can mentally and physically, like, decompress. And when I don't get that, and I'm going, like, I don't necessarily crash out, but Ryan can tell, like, there's a obvious difference in, like, my attitude and how I'm feeling, and how, like quick I am to, like, lose my temper over, like, little things, or how frustrated I get, like, so quickly over little things. So, you know, that's where I'm at. Also, on another note, an old gym that I used to work at, which was smaller, it was only like 3,000 square feet. They had redone it into like this event center. Well, the event center's not renting it anymore, and Ryan and I are thinking about looking at it and discussing what we could potentially do, because my landlord sold the businesses, not the businesses, like her, what am I trying to say here? Her properties. So all these properties, including mine, are sold to someone else now. And yeah, I don't know what that looks like. I'm good until January 31st of 2028. So I'll have this year through all of next year to figure out what to do. And I'm quite sure my rent is going to increase drastically if I end up getting the front space for the thrift store, my old landlord said, save your money because it's likely going to be like $3,000. And that's only going to be for like maybe 1,000 square feet. Which, I don't know what rent is like somewhere else, but I think that's ridiculous. Like $3 a square foot. Alright? Yeah, I don't know. It's not a big fucking space. So, the place we're looking at is 3,000. The rent would be 5,000. And I'm like, if I could have 3,000 square foot and pay $2,000, like, why would I not try to do that? So we were talking about, like, making it a semi-private gym to where, like, our clients would pay a discounted rate, and then we would have only, like, 150 members that paid, like, the actual rate that we would need to charge. So, you know, I don't know. It's a gamble either way. We would have to get a loan. We're trying to just discuss and see what that looks like. But anyway, there's a lot that's happened. So there's a quick update. I'm going to get in here and get my training in.